What I'm doing today, really quick video, basic test of this. This is a thermostat. It's a brand new thermostat. Now the problem I've got with mine at the moment is that it's stuck open. Currently this is in the closed position. It's basically as if the engine was cold currently. Okay, so the theory is what happens is that the engine heats up. Thermostat is closed. It allows the engine to to be heated. And cooled only by the coolant without the aid of the radiator. And when the engine heats up to a certain temperature, this thermostat opens and then allows coolant through this pipe here into the radiator and allows the radiator to cool through forced air. So the idea is, I'm going to get a pot of boiling water, thermostatic control on it, thermocouple, get it up to temperature, which nearly is, and I'm going to drop this in and just see what it does. The theory is that the wax inside will heat up a piston inside and compress this and allow coolant through this, simulating the engine heating up to a point where the thermostat opens and allows coolant into the radiator via this pipe. That pipe there is specific on the Mk4 Astra to allow it to return back to the header tank any air or any excess return. So I'm just going to use a clamp. Was going to measure it, but to be honest with you, I can't get it in there, so that's it. Okay, so that's the temperature, so it's not quite a rolling boil. You can't see anything through there at the moment. It's closed. There's no gaps, there's no light showing through the inside. Like I said, that is supposed to depress. The spring will act against the force of the wax pushing against the piston. I think the front one should lift up also against the block, because that is pressed up against the block, and then that should, I'm guessing, compress inwards to allow coolant through, and then that one compresses downwards to let coolant out. Okay, so it's 103 degrees, I'm happy that's boiling. Alright, so if I just submerge the stat in there completely. And what you should be able to see very shortly is a line, like a line of light from the other side, and that is the stat opening up. And you'll be able to see the other side of the pan. There you go, you can see it there. You can see it really clearly now. So there's like a ring around it. Okay, so I'm happy with that. I'm happy that the start opens. So if I pull it out, closes straight up. Okay, put it back in. It's a good sign that this closes up so quickly the minute it's taken out of heat, meaning that it's, well, put it like this, my current thermostat is, from what I can gather, is stuck open, meaning the engine is permanently being cooled by the radiator, because this pipe here is expelling fluid through it because the stat is stuck open. Now, if that's stuck open, your engine's never going to get up to temperature properly, not unless you're stuck in traffic and you get really hot. So yeah. But this one seems to be working pretty good. See it again. See it closing it? Yep, it's gone. So that is it. That is red hot. So that is it. That is how to test your thermostat. Cool. Okay, so I've got a cheap stat, the cheaper one of the two. This is the one that was on my car, and basically it was almost like it was stuck open all the time. It was only 2 weeks old. 12 quid crappy Euro car parts number. So yeah, I'm not really that impressed with it. So I'm just going to test it at 80 degrees to see what it does in terms of, because it's rated for 92 degrees. So it's 10 degrees below what it should be. So let's just keep an eye on that there. Can't really see. Alright, so what I can see is it is open very slightly at 78 degrees. So yeah, it's not, can't really see very well there, but it's definitely cracked open slightly, even though it shouldn't be. So let's just get some heat back on it. Right, a bit more heat, 88 degrees. You can see it is open slightly. But I'll be interested to see how much more it opens, sort of closer to get to 92 degrees, which is what this one's rated at. I did notice this one opened way much more than the other one, the better one. When this was up to the temperature, I've already got it up to a temperature before, and it opened really wide compared to the other one. I think the other one's a bit more restrictive, which is better. But I'm still learning all about this myself. I haven't tested thermostats before, so to see what they do is pretty interesting. Okay, so 91 degrees. 92 degrees. Okay, so that's full operating temperature for this thermostat. You can see there it's clearly open. So it does actually work. So I'm really sort of wondering how it was that it wasn't working well in the car. Let's just put. Should just close straight up. So yeah, that's closed. Yeah, it opens really quick. Okay, so in summary, I don't really know how it was this one wasn't working very well, because it seems to, perform quite well in the test. I mean, it did start opening a bit too early. Maybe that was the main issue. It opens really wide once it's open, much wider than the other one. Maybe that's also an issue. But in summary, the other one is achieving perfect temperature, and this one wasn't. So. Or maybe I just got bad luck with it. I don't know, but yeah, I think I don't know. I really don't know what to suggest. I'm going to try to take this one back, get my money back for it. But anyway, I hope it was informative, and please leave comments in the boxes below. Cheers.